Tollens test, also known as silver mirror test, is a qualitative laboratory test used to distinguish between an aldehyde and a ketone. It exploits the fact that aldehydes are readily oxidized, whereas ketones are not. A positive test with Tollens reagent is indicated by the precipitation of elemental silver, often producing a characteristic silver mirror on the inner surface of the reaction vessel. For this experiment, we will need the following reagents: silver nitrate, potassium or sodium hydroxide, and concentrated ammonia solution. We begin by preparing a 0.1 molar solution of silver nitrate. For this purpose, we put roughly 500 milliliters of distilled water into a beaker and dissolve 8.5 grams of silver nitrate into it. The salt is highly soluble, so soon we obtain a clear solution. Next, we must prepare the Tollens reagent. To a beaker, we transfer 100 milliliters of the silver nitrate solution we prepared earlier. On top of that, we add 2.5 grams of potassium hydroxide dissolved into minimal amount of water. Immediately, a dark precipitate of silver oxide forms. Next, we add 10 milliliters of concentrated ammonia solution and stir until all the silver oxide redissolves. The reaction that takes place is the formation of a complex called diamine silver hydroxide, which is the main component of Tollens reagent. It is important to mention that Tollens reagent has a relatively short shelf life, decomposing into silver nitride. The later is a contact explosive which may detonate from the slightest touch, even a falling water droplet. It is also explosive when wet, although less so. When the reagent is ready, we add 10 milliliters of 5% glucose solution, which acts as a reducing sugar. In a positive test, the diamine silver Wundt complex oxidizes the aldehyde to a carboxylate ion and, in the process, is reduced to elemental silver and aqueous ammonia. The elemental silver precipitates out of solution, occasionally onto the inner surface of the reaction vessel, giving a characteristic silver mirror. The carboxylate ion on acidification will give its corresponding carboxylic acid. For the next experiment, I decided to use a piece of glassware with more interesting shape. Here you can see the Tollens reagent being added first, followed by the glucose solution. The silver mirror can be easily cleaned with some concentrated nitric acid, forming silver nitrate and reddish-brown nitrogen dioxide gas.